So, hello, 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 hello. I'm back. Uh, I've been going through like some wonderful, wonderful, like the good part of healing. If anybody can relate to that, where you feel yourself coming out and just you just see nothing but beautifulness in front of you, and um, gosh. You would have to go back for 2 videos. I mean, 2 years of videos, and I don't even make that many. Praise be to God, it'll be better. But you have to go back through 2 years. Yeah, I just got off work, so yeah, we're gonna do this on camera and everything. This is life and times of 2000 and freaking 20. This is what we do now. Freaking, you can't breathe. I, my nose runs more with the scarves on without them than without them. I wanted to do my whole eyes and makeup and all of that for videos. I just got off work. And then I would have to take it all off to go to sleep. So y'all gonna get this one raw and real, okay? And it's raw and real and live, even though, I'm not able to do lives anymore. Calling all YouTubers, calling all people that know things about YouTube and how to set up cameras and angles and lightings, and let me clarify. Calling YouTubers who are willing to help a sister out, who don't know too much, who is willing and able to learn. Uh-oh. See, I'm doing too much. Oh, it's the hands, man. I tell you, I talk too much with my hands. So, I don't even know what y'all seen when I picked up the camera. Y'all saw what you saw. Anyway. Um, so I've been going through like such deep, deep inner work. Um, y'all know, learning who I am, learning what I love, loving more myself. Just it's been great. So initially, when I went into this inner working, of course, this was 2 years ago. The fall apart of my marriage, all of that, and I was in such a crazy spot that I couldn't make heads or tails of what was going on. I was just trying to keep my sanity, like seriously. That's what I was trying to do, like just trying to get my bearings because my world just said, and I was like, and it's funny because still now I'll be like, yo, this is, you know, I'm gonna get this feeling one day. I'll tell you that when it comes, I'm gonna get a lot of these feelings that my mind is just gonna be like, but it's going to be in such the reverse. I can feel that, if that makes any sense. Like I feel it being like such like, oh, thank you, Lord, like hallelujah, because I went through what I guess people would call the dark night of the soul, the valley, all of that, like the shadow of death, like, and I didn't fear no evil. I knew God was with me. And that is what pushed me through. So, hmm, I know every video, and I'm not a pastor, not a preacher. I just know in the depths of my soul that there is a higher power. And if you have faith in that, faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains. So if I think my faith is the size of a mountain, what can I do? That's how my brain works. That's how my brain works. I feel like if you do wrong, wrong will come back. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. If you do good to people, good will come back. Now, the funny thing is, the good may not come back to to you from the people that you do the good to. Um, it makes so much sense now. A lot of stuff that I read and I have faith in from reading in the Bible, how it makes sense now. Like it just falls into place, and it's what if we're paying attention, we could see it. It just falls right into place, and it depends on your maturity level, your spiritual level, your ascension, your maturity. Basically, how connected are you to want to know the truth and want to live a truthful life, a good life, a harvested life, a life that is abundant, and that doesn't always mean money. And we all want more money. The rich want more money. The poor want more money. The middle class want more. We all want more money. But the love of money is the root of all evil. So loving money that much is not good, you know, but wanting to be abundant for other purposes, that's not, I don't think, a love for money. I think that is a means. It's just a means to things. So anyway, um, when you get connected more to your higher power, your truthful self, then the connections are so they become very clear. It becomes very clear that we are all connected. As even, I'm not going to say especially, but we're very connected to um everyone, everyone and everything. I haven't gotten to the things yet as much, but the everyone, the people connection gets deep. And a lot of us, not a lot of us, a lot of us, or a lot of people, yeah, a lot of us are connected to, and I've distinguished them, in my opinion, just mine, between two, but it's probably many different types because it's not always, um, and it could be on either way. Two types of connections. There are soul connections in a twin flame relationship, and I believe there's soul connections in a um soulmate connectionship. And I mean that on all levels, meaning you can have a twin flame. And what I mean by twin flame means you two are on the same vibration in some ways, but not, you all are connected, deliberately connected by God to teach each other a lesson, or three, or 65, or 98, or how many ever lessons it is that you need in your life to learn. And I believe that we are connected in that way to learn that, and to remember who we are truly in ourselves, period. But we have to be paired every now and again with people, and that could be friends, that could be family, that could be whatever, in order to bring those things throughout your life. And that's what I said on that video when I was going on my vacation. Like, everything is connected. Everything you see, people you meet, all of that is all connected. And I can see the connections now, and I'm like, whoa. Now, if you if you're not connected mind, body, and spirit, all together connected, then you could be led astray. You could be led off of your path. Put it that way. You could be led off your path, and that doesn't mean you're not going to get there. It just means you're going to be taking longer to get there. And you may not get there if you get led too far off that path because you're going to be too lost to get back. But that faith, that mustard seed faith, if you know that there's a higher power and there's a not higher purpose for your life, and you're meaning to get to that purpose, and you're going through the universe, God, the Lord, to get to that purpose, then you're going to get there. He's not going to not complete his work. We may, but he's not. And he will perfect that. He gets sure. I didn't start this video to start a sermon. See what I mean? I just get so excited when I see the connections, when I see beautiful things in the future come on. So I was laying here and I just got off from work. So I was laying here and I was falling off to sleep, looking at videos and watching stuff. And I've done so much soul searching in this 2 years that I've gotten into things that I never thought I would get into. So as a Christian, you're told not to get into like tarot card readers and people that fortune tellers and certain things is considered witchcraft and all that. And I would be like, stay away from these people. And certain people that I would look at, I'd be like, you looking a little spooky. I mean, it would be people dressed in all black, pointy black fingernails and looking kind of gothic, but not. And I don't know, you looking, that was how it was then. And now, because I've learned to release so many things and just not judge anybody for anything, you can't. You can, because people do. And you can discern what is for you and what's not for you, but judgment is not part of that. Because judge not, yes, ye may be judged for the judgment you judge, you shall be judged. When you judge someone, and just think about it in your own life, period, point blank, just think about it. If you have ever actually judged someone, because this is what you think and this is what you said about this person, blah, 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 and you've judged them. Have you ever found yourself in almost a similar position where you do the exact same thing? And then you look at yourself and say, now, why would I do something like that? I know better. I know better. But you did it. Hmm. Mm. You just got judged because you judged. You're like, you just not got judged. You just got a taste of your own medicine as far as judging. You had to look at yourself for that because you're like, whoa, why would I do something like that? Why would I do that? That is something, ding, 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 that somebody else did that you felt like it was not cool to do. But then when it happened to you, you did it too. I've seen it in others. And I was like, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. No, because when they was okay to do that, I'm just gonna make up something. Oh, make up something crazy. I can't because then I'll be getting into some detailed stuff that I don't want to talk about. But when you see somebody and you be like, oh no, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. And then somebody does it and you be like, hold up, we talked about that. We had this conversation that you ain't even supposed to be doing that. And we agreed. And I'm not talking about husband, I'm talking about friends. But when it happened, you're like, now they're taking up for the person that did that when we agreed that wouldn't be cool if you did it. And I'm like, how did you say, could you? And that person was like, well, you can't say anything until you're in that position. And I was like, you say that, but that's what you said. Like, that's just like, okay, let's bring up cheating. That's just like, you're like, nah, man, you in a relationship, you ain't even supposed to be cheating. That's bull. That's bull. You shouldn't even be cheating, period. And then you find yourself in a sticky situation somehow, some way, somehow. You're like, hold up. How I get over here when I know this ain't what I'm supposed to be doing over here? How I get here? But it makes you wonder how that person got to where they got when they got to where they got, you know? And and it, it, it just makes you think. Like, you can't judge people. You can't. You can't. You can't judge people for anything. And then when you start looking more, it'll make you reflect on yourself. So twin flames in my mind are somebody who you are friends with, companions with, whatever with, family with, that you are somehow tied to, and it goes along for a while, and then you realize that y'all always trigger each other. Just a trigger all the time. It's something always. Y'all stay away, you'll get back, you'll stay away, you're trying to figure out what's going on. Well, that's twin flame. It's like y'all on the same vibration. There's something in that person that's reflected back on you that you need to look at in yourself. And there's something about that person, vice versa. And it's also something about that person that you're attracted to, because that's what you want for yourself. But that person seems to have it. So you're attracted to that. You don't have it. You think you have it. You may have an ego and think you have it, and you think that person got it too. So y'all like, oh, okay, bouncing off each other, whatever. But really, one person has it, the other person doesn't, and that person is attracted to that. So when they get that, it becomes a tug of war kind of thing, because they're trying to get that. They don't even realize it. Sometimes you don't even realize it. They're trying to get this thing from that person, and they're trying to get this thing from that person, and it's a constant trigger. And the trigger is to make you recognize that there's something you need to be working on. And if it's a true um, soulmate, then you have the communication, the wisdom, the understanding to recognize what it is that's the friction, and y'all will work on that issue together. If it is a twin flame, then y'all will keep clashing at that bad boy until there's a separation of the two energies, of the two situations separate. And then that person has to go through that, and that person has to go through that in order for them to understand how the other person felt, because together they couldn't understand it, but separate they could get it. That doesn't mean that it could mean that now you can come back together in a unified way that is a soulmate way, but sometimes it has to change the dynamics of that particular relationship. In my case, with uh, that's a whole nother video, and I'm already on 18 minutes. Let me just tell y'all that. Whew. There's so many videos I need to put out here. I got all these notifications that just be popping up on my phone, and it is so irking. And I just need some technical person to go through my phone and just like delete so many contacts that I don't even use anymore. Help me organize this calendar in some way, because I put reminders on here to remind my behind of stuff. But sometimes they just be plopping up and popping up and popping up, and I'm trying to read, watch a video, study, do something to just that. I be going through like what the word, man, what the word. I had so many things to talk about, and this is why I feel like I need to do 2 videos a day, because if these videos going to linger on for 20. Did y'all see that? Yo, I'm posting this joint. Did y'all see spit just fly out my mouth like that? I got too much to say. I got too much to say. I got so much to tell you guys, and I'm so freaking excited. I want to jump in with both feet, but I also have that. God has taught me a lot of patience. But I know that I'm still struggle with that confidence thing. Meaning, I don't know if it's a confident thing. It's the confidence thing. It's the right time thing. So I know he's teaching me patience, because I've learned so much where I wanted to just jump ahead and do something, and it just didn't work out. And I'm like, why isn't it not working? Because this is what God told me to do. And then as I calm down, ground my spirit, and really work through it without frustration, without um, even worrying about an outcome. Just having the faith that it's going to work out the way it's supposed to work out, and just kind of gliding through it, to glide through it, to be on that vibe, to be on that flow. I call it a flow because I can't even wait to tell you guys all the stuff that I've connected and how beautiful it is. But anyway, when you get on that flow, it's like a ease. It's like you're drifting through, and then things started appearing and happening. And now, in my phase that I went through with studying astronomy and tarot cards and spiritual stuff, and getting into spiritual stones and scents and herbs and things of that nature, and calming my spirit and calming my mind down and learning to meditate, and I haven't even gotten that down yet, but it's coming, and I have gotten it down because I learned that I meditate in a different way, and I should have known that because I do so many things on a different way, or at least my mind thinks of things on a different way, and I think some people do think of it the same way I do, but there's different vibes. And I can get deep into stuff. And I love deep conversations. I love really connecting with people. And I realize that. And I'm an introvert. That's crazy. And I'm not hmm. Let's get these words right because what you say out your mouth is very important. I'm a Sagittarius, which I was told I'm supposed to be the life of the party. Well, when I get around my party, I have a lot of fun. They have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. And we laugh and we just get so deep into conversations and we do like, and I have a small circle. So it's an intimate circle. Um, but I love these conversations. I love just getting to know different people and the way they think and mindsets and understanding how people can interpret things different ways and this and that and the other. And I love giving feedback because where I can talk to one person and they can be thinking another way, another person can be thinking a whole different way. They on two different brain lengths, but got the same heart. And I try to get them to like understand what the other person is trying to think about because that person wasn't thinking about it like that at all, and you offended, or this person wasn't thinking about that at all, and you made it felt like that person is, a little shisty, and it's not even like that. That's not what they were thinking about, and it's happened to me where I can have a whole conversation with somebody, and then I'm like, what? I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about this, and you was talking about, and we had a whole conversation, not a whole, but a decent enough back and forth versus where we should have been knowing what each other were talking about, and you were talking about something totally different, and I was talking about something like I'm on one wavelength and you on another. It's it can be, and I find that the older I get, the more those lines get blurred of communication. I found that out on straight we call this ebonics, straight street level talking. Like generation I'm still in my 40s, okay? So, in my 40s, I can say something that back in the day was considered slang, and today, I guess the and my kids in their 20s, that word then flipped out again, came back and then went into hibernation, just like clothes designs and everything, did a little spin to it and came back out, and that word means something completely different. So when I'm talking, I'm still talking the slang that I used to talk. Like I'm still talking like, yo man, I'm gonna say something. What had happened? It was so funny. I don't know what the name is. Communication is big when it comes to connecting with people. We're going to call this one communication. Healing for communication for healing. Because when you talk to people, when you interact with people, You get to know the person and know their spirit and know what their intentions are, because that is very important. Their intent behind how they act, what they do, that is very important. If it's for a selfish, self-centered, only me reason, those are energies you may want to kind of back off. They're there to suck from you, not to give. And if we're all connected, we're here to bounce energies back and forth. Good. And the bad ones aren't really bad. They're there to teach you a lesson. So they're good too. You just got to be aware that it's a lesson and it's not personal. That's why I'm able to heal. I was able to heal because it turned from personal, what my husband did to me personally, to spiritual, what was meant to be done in my life in order for me to get where I'm supposed to go. Wow. Like that little, it took me 26 minutes to get all of that out. That little bit of what I just said is my main reason for this video. And I'm so glad I decided to keep talking, because when I say I keep talking, it'll come out. I can think this stuff on my own and come up with some great ideas, and I have, and I want to share some stuff with y'all, because I'm going to make this 30 minutes. I pray that you guys have the spirit to connect to me, to be able to get into this. I drag stuff on because I want to get the depths of it, so you can understand when this flower unfolds, you're going to be like, whoa, it's amazing to me as it's unfolding. So now I'm trying to do them live so you can see the growth and the unfolding of Renee Maxwell. It's fabulous. So real quick, because I got exactly 4 minutes, not even more, 3 minutes to share this with you. Oh my gosh. I don't want to put the phone down. It's ridiculous. I can't have y'all staring at the ceiling like I do my friends. And I'll be like, girl, wait a minute. Hold on. So, oh, goodness. All right. This is not good. Whew, better. I know. My hair is in a bun. It's a mess. I'm going to bed. I'm taking these work clothes off, and I'm going to put some 90-night clothes on at 9:15 in the morning. I'm going to bed. But I'm back to writing again. And it comes, the writing I was doing 2 years ago when I told you guys I was writing, it was blowing off steam. It was getting emotions out. It was a healing, and I didn't realize it was. But it was getting things out of my system that was bothering me. And then I did that for a while, and then I stopped. And I go through periods of time where I go through this, and okay, understand while I went through that, and I go through this, and I go, okay. Like I said, I'm just getting off of the tarot reading things because it's starting to be repetitive. It's starting to say the same thing, and it's starting to bring back stuff that happened 2 years ago. We already know that already happened. I know it happened, and I'm looking for the stuff that you're trying to tell me is going. But why do I need to know that? Because I already feel it in my heart. I already know it in my spirit. I'm just trying to get there. You know what I mean? So, you know, going through a phase. Same thing with church. I love the church that I joined. And I love the ladies. And I would love to get in there, but I have learned who I am. And I've always been like this. The thing I have with the Lord is personal. It's not a group setting. And it's group because we're all the church. You know? It's group because I relate to people every day. And I relate to that. And I know being around like-minded spirits probably would keep me even stronger and grounded. I totally get it. And I go in my phases. And I'm just going to say that's who I am. That's where it's been built. And yeah, you're going to have to figure that out later. But that's what it is. But I wanted to show you guys that I've been writing. And I got 30 seconds. Well, if I can get to this little piece right here, then, and I'm not going to, because it's going to be a whole separate video. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be a whole nother separate video. And I'm going to do it right after this one. I got to use the bathroom too. But thank you guys for watching. I'm signing off so I can sign right back on after I use the bathroom and give you what I'm going to give you. Talk to y'all later.